Hello guys, so last time I think we left off at this juncture. So yeah, we had basically done the beams all around and even the slab, and even translated some of the walls in ground floor to the first floor, and even did some of the partitioning of the walls. But now we also do have a staircase over here. We have this family room, this master bedroom, this walk-in closet, this WC. Yeah, we have this bedroom over here. We have this other bedroom, and they are both en suite, the balconies. When we go to 3D, this is what we basically had from last time. So basically, what I want to do at this juncture, I want to go ahead and just do a roof on this edge. As you can see from my ground floor, I have this area over here that needs to be covered with a roof. I'll just go back to come to this tab over here, right click, and then I go to my ground floor. So once I'm at my ground floor, I'll just go to this roofing tab over here, just double click it, and then I can now set my roofing according to the standards that I want. So I can come to this basic composites that I can be able to edit some of the features, like this one. This feature of the fisher board can work with 225, and then to project 2950. Project 2950, since we had a wall from the ground floor. We had a wall of 2500 and then did a beam of 450. So 2500 plus 450 basically gives you 2950. So we had that at that point. Roofing angle will work with 45 degrees. The edges of the fisher board are then to be set vertically, and then we can come and offset the eaves at a distance of 600. Yeah, distance of 600, and then just press OK. We can even go to the model that I want for this particular roof, and we have that wood pine. Okay, for the fisher board, I don't want to use wood pine. So basically, what I want to do, I'm going to work with glossy white for the fisher board, but I just want to create a new surface for the fisher board. So I'll go to the options, element attributes, surfaces, and then once I'm at the surfaces, I'll just basically go ahead and select a new surface for glossy white. Just create a new surface, just create new, and we can call this copy one. Just press OK. Yeah, and just press OK. Also, so we can go back to our roof and enable these tabs over here. So for the picture board, you can work with something like glossy white copy, this one that I've created. For the appearance of this the roof surface, we have different textures that you can use for the roof. We have this Dutch, we have this French brown, we have French red, also have this Spanish and such. So I can decide to work with this French red at the moment. Let me just work with it and see if the aesthetics of this texture are actually meeting my standards. If not, I'll decide to use a different texture for it. Just press OK. So once I've done with that, the next thing I want to do, I'll just go ahead and just put my roof. So I'm using this complex type of roof type, so that I can be able to work with this node. And like maybe if I was using maybe something that was straight, so I just want to go ahead and put this roof all around this figure, and then later go ahead and just edit the planes so that you can have the planes enclosing only that part of this room that is not covered by the slab. So yeah, So basically you have this. So you should be very careful when you are doing the roof, so that you make sure the node is able to cover all the edges of your plan and doesn't leave out any part. So basically that's that. So yeah, that is our roof. And even as we go to 3D, you'll see that you have something similar or something like this. But now I need to do some editing of this. Let's go back to my ground floor. I'll go to my ground floor. Now hold on to the shift button, select this roof that I've just done right over here, then right click and then split it to single plane roof and then split new. So now that I've done that, I want now to go ahead and edit the edges of this. So I'm just going to follow into this. There's some planes over here that I will not work with at all. So I want to start getting rid of this. And as you can see, if I select my roof, I just need to suspend these groups so that I can be able to select the planes individually like that. So that I can delete maybe that one. I can also delete all of this over here. I will not be needing this one. None of these planes will be applicable. Also similarly to these other planes over here, none of this. I'm not going to need any of this. Even this one, and this one. All of these planes, I don't need any of this over here. Like this one I'm going to work with. This one I don't need it. This one I don't need it, and then I can just delete. This other plane over here, I don't need this. Then these, I need this. I can just delete them. I can go back to 3D a little bit, but you can see for this. Also don't need this plane over here. I can go to ground floor. Just delete this. For this plane, I can decide to split this. So once I've selected this plane, I'm coming to the split tool over here. I come to this node and I just split this in that manner. Let me just undo this. Let me split again. So from this node, I can just split it that way, and then I can just delete that, so that I'm left with this plane over here. Similarly to this plane, I don't need this. I can go back to my 3D so that I can see what is it that I'm working with over here. So I have something as complex as that, but I need to do some editing of this plane. So I'll just go back to my ground floor, and I need to drag some of these planes. So I'm going to drag this node up to that point, then drag it again up to that point over there. Similarly to this other node, drag it from here to this point. You can just drag this other node all the way to this point, and then eventually drag it to this other node over there. The roofing angle of this, I don't know. The roofing angle of this is actually very steep. I need to vary its roofing angle again so that I can work with an angle that I can be able to enclose this part over here. Should have worked with an angle of maybe, let's say, 30 degrees. So let me just redo this again so that I can be able to vary this angle to get rid of these planes again. This other plane again. So we go back to my ground floor. Also, I need to change on that texture of the roof dutch. I don't want to work with this French red. Let me see, French brown, and press OK. So I'm just redoing basically what we had originally, so just a repetition so that I can be able to vary this angle. So I'm going to vary this angle and work with an angle of 30 degrees. Also, I've already done this roof. I'm just going to select all of it. Then go to Control T so that I can change this angle, this roofing angle over here. And instead of, I can also vary this fisher board again to 5 to project 2950. This roofing angle to 30 degrees. So 2950, 30 degrees. The eaves with something like 600. The model, yeah, the model you can retain it at that. Just press OK. So when I go to my 3D, I have now something like this. I think I can work with this French brown. I'm going to work with this French brown. So I have something like that. I just need to get rid of now these planes that I don't actually need. So I'll go back to my ground floor. I don't know, I should increase the size of this fisher board. I should vary its edges. So I'll go back to my ground floor. Select this roof again, Control T. Go back to geometry position and I want for this roof edges to offset vertically, so you can work with that. If you go to 3D, yeah, there's a difference. Now the fisher board is even visible. So I'll go back to my ground floor and then right click this, split into single plane roof, then split anyway. So now I'll just be doing practically what we did last a few minutes ago. Just be deleting the planes that I don't actually need. So just be selecting them. I'm only to my shift button and then just selecting them by left clicking my mouse and just deleting using the delete tool. Yeah, even this plane I won't be needing, nor will I need in this plane, even this one, not even this one. Also have this other plane over here that I don't need. I can delete this. Even this plane, don't need it. Even that one, just delete. Also, I can just select this plane over here since it's one over here and then just split it first. Once I've selected the plane, I'm going to the split tab over here, select it, and then let's go ahead and split this. Just delete that. And then from there, let me go back to my 3D so that I can make sure my roof is able to cover pretty much the area that I want it to be covered. So yeah, let's go back to my front floor. I need just to drag this node over here. I can drag it from this point to that point, and from this point I can drag it to this point, and then we drag this node from that point to this point, and then from this point to that point. And so I just need to move these nodes again and decide to highlight this plane Move it from this node to something like that, and then select this other plane. Practically do the same. So I also need to drag this node up to this edge right over there, and do the same for this other one. So I'm just holding to my shift button and select this plane, and just basically drag this up to that edge right over there. So when I go to my 3D, I have this plane over here, but as you can see, my reference planes do not actually intersect at how I imagined, so I need to drag this again. Just go to my ground floor. I need to let me first go back to my first story. I can see how this looks. I should be able to enclose all this part. First go to my ground floor again. Just undo this. So I go to 3D. At what edge do I have this? I have this coming at this point. Okay, so from this point, what I want to do, I'll just split using my split tool and just be able to get rid of these planes over here. Just basically like just delete these planes. So I want to see if these planes are visible from my first story, and if you can be able to just delete them. So I can just select this plane and then go to this my split tab. So using the split tab, I'm just going to cut this from this edge over here to this side. So something like that. I'll just split it this again on this edge to this side, and then I can delete this. And then for this one other edge, I can just move this node to that point, or I can just return it to that. I can also do the same for this. I can just use this split tool over here and run it from this edge all the way to this. What I need to do, we have to split this again before I split it and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and split this again. Let's get rid of that. We have this other edge over here. Just take the split tool and split this part and just get rid of this. I don't know, I should have done the same for this one. I'll split it on this outer edge. And delete that. We also have this part over here that I need to get rid of. Just use this split tool again and split this from this edge over here. If I split that, I should drag this node to this end and just basically split this from this edge now. Just basically delete this. think right now you can work with this. You can go to 3D, try to see what you have over here. This is basically what you have. So we have a plane, and it's enclosing all the parts that we had over here. Yeah, and I really like the design of this. You can go ahead further and just do the roof for this top. So my first story, so I'll just go back to my first story, but this time around I can decide to use a different roofing angle, 45, and it's to project, should be to project, not to project 6,000, but actually to project 5,000, because it's 2950 plus 29,950, that's 5,900. It should be to project 5,900. To project 5,900, yeah. And then you can look at this one, do a picture board of 225. Door needs of 600. Work with a model of yeah, we can still work with the Samsung model. So multiple geometry model. Yeah, okay. So we can work with this. We basically do practically what we had done previously in the on my what we had basically done previously on the ground floor. So we're just doing these roofs, just dragging the node of this. So I'll just drag this. And then from here all the way back. And then you something like that. So in 3D, that's our roofing angle over here. But if you feel like the roofing angle of this is still steep, you can vary this and try to work with a roofing angle of 30 degrees on it. Let me try to change this angle. 20 geometry and positioning. Let me see how 30 degrees does work on this. No, 30 degrees now and does look a little bit flat, so I'll just reverse back and work with 45 degrees instead. What I need to vary from this, I'll just go back to my roof settings and vary the edges of the roof. Work with the vertical so that you have something like that. Yeah, I think with this one I can work with. Can pretty much work with this. Also, as you can see, we have our chimney over there that I need to do its editing. But basically, that's what we have for this house design. I can go ahead further, do the chimney. Also have some doors over here. But let me go back to my first story again. And see if I can. So I can go back to my 3D. For this design over here, I'm very curious what I should do. I can decide to do a gable type of roofing on this, and also on this other side. I can decide to do gables or do a roof and official board. Let me do a gable for this front porch. So for this entry porch, if I want to do a gable, I just go ahead, select this row, right click, go to split it to single plane row, split anyway. So once I split anyway, I just go ahead and select the shift button over here and drag. I want to do a gable, so I'll just go ahead use my document tool, take the line tool, draw a line at a arbitrary position here. So I take this plane and I drag it up to this point. Take these other planes and drag them to where we had this. And just basically get rid of this and just delete this and go back to our ground floor, and you see what we have over here. So we have something of this sort. Just need to do a wall over here, walling over here. So I'll just go to my ground floor and go to design, wall tool, and I want this, so I want to begin at a level of 5900. Yeah, to put 5900. Can work with an additional 3000 on it. Yeah, in terms of its model, you can work with what we had originally, which was pitch copy. You can work with it like that. Just go ahead and come to this point and just instead of using the Z face, we use the outside face, and just to be visible on the other story. It's at that height. But to bit this, we'll just go ahead, select this. Need to increase on its height. Just do an additional 1000 over here, so that you have 4000. Yeah, something like that. Basically, I want to trim this, so I'm selecting the wall, selecting the single planes, and then right click, connect, trim elements to rope shelf. Yeah, basically trim. So this is what we have. So we have our gable right over there for this house. I decided to do a little design up here on it, just to improve on its appearance. I want to hold on to these planes over here, this one, and similarly this one, and then I want to drag this node. So I'm basically dragging for this plane over here. I want to drag it at a distance of let me do it at a distance of an additional 1000. I need first to make sure that I'm able to retain the same angle of 90 degrees, so I can do an additional 1200. Enter, and do the same for this node. So basically just drag it to this edge like that, and then I go to 3D. So I have something like that sort as my roof. I can decide to do another gable on this side. I practically just do the same. So let me go to my first story. Come to this plane over here. Document, just draw a line. To maybe try to put maybe there. Select this plane. So you're just doing practically what we just done for the other side. Holding this plane, selecting and moving this node. Can just go ahead, just delete this. Once I've done that, I need to do another wall. So you have this. So it's something like that on that. Go back to my first story. I need to do a wall on this, design wall, and then just do a wall on this other face. This time you can use the inside face. Just do a wall at that point. I proceed, continue, go to 3D. We have something like that sort. Just go ahead now, come to this edge, select these planes and the wall, right click, connect, trim, yeah, trim. So yes, and that's what I need also to set this the way we did for this other one. I especially feel I should have dragged this a little bit front, maybe a distance of let me see if I do an additional 1200. The same for this one. When I go to the 3D, I have something like that, and basically just do the same for this other one. So first, I'm taking these planes, removing this node. So we had moved to the other node at a distance of 1200 times, so that's basically 2400. Remove it at that point and do the same for this one. So when I go to the D, you can see that I have this kind of roof now on this. So I can decide to hit this. So I have it. So that cable is over there as such. I also have this other edge over here that I think I should also do a gable on it. Go to first story, come to this other side, select this, then if I do that, come to the document tool, use the line tool, draw this at a distance like that, select these planes, this plane, drag it to this point, select this other plane, and just drag this to that point, and do the same for this one, to that point, and then can get rid of this plane over here. Practically just drag this at a distance of 2400. This other point, and select this other node and just drag it to this point. Something like that. And I can go to 3D. After on that side, I just need to do a wall on this again. The same wall that we had on that at the end. So back to first story. Back to design, select this wall tool. Just do this one over here. Continue. Go back to my 3D. And basically, yeah, I need to improve on this part. Go to Control 2. Let me do an additional photo on it. And then select this on the planes. Right click, connect, trim. So we have something like that. So as I have it this, so we have that, something of that sort. Also need to do a hip and a waterboard design on this, and do the same for this other end. And practically that's it. I'll go to my first story. I'm coming to this, so we have this edge over here. I'm coming to this edge. I'll go to this document tool. I take this line tool, come to the midpoint of these planes, just the line like that. Then basically take this node, drag it at this point, and drag this edge to that edge, and this one at that point. Take these other planes that you have over here, basically do the same for them, drag them to that midpoint, just drag them to this edge. So I'm taking this node, dragging to it this midpoint, dragging it to this other edge, put over there, and go to 3D. So we have something of that sort on it, and then I can decide to just do, let me first do a cover room on it. So the cover that I want to do. Instead of project, I can work from project maybe 6500, and then for the model I want to use a different model. I can still use glossy white, glossy. I can still use that texture that we created for the picture board. Since all these textures are just related to the roof, so we can have that one. That's okay. Come to this edge. Let's continue. We'll go to 3D. We are standing on this side. I just need to connect this again. Right click, connect, trim elements to option, trim. So I have some on that side. I just need to drag this one a little bit on the inside, but I'll just do it once I'm done with this other side. I'll go back to my document tool, my line tool, do the same for this other hip. So just basically come, hold into my shift button, select this hip, drag it to this other point over there, and basically drag it to that point, and then drag it to that point. So I have this other plane over here, and this other one over here. Basically just need to drag it to that point, and do the same for this one. Drag it to that point, and drag this edge to this other edge, this edge to this other edge, and basically do a roll on it. That's how it feels. And just continue, go to 3D, and then edit this. Just need to connect this. Click connect. Trim elements to option 2. So can go now to my second story, try to pick out these ones and be able to turn them. Yeah, so we have, I have this one over here, and I just need to drag this, Control D, drag it on the inside at a distance of 100. And similarly for this other one over here, Control D, so drag it on the inside at a distance of 100. So basically why I'm doing this, I want for the fisher board of these other planes to be visible. As you can see now, these fisher boards, they are now visible. So I have this kind of a roofing, over them, which I think I can just work with right over there. So what I need to do next, in my next video, I can decide to go ahead and do the railing on this, and place some doors over here for this. Right, I can decide maybe to do something of that sort on it, and even do the ceiling on this. So yeah, so I think that's it for this video. I pretty much covered everything on the roof. You can even come up with different models for this roof. Maybe you're not happy with the weatherboard that I've used here, the weatherboard type of roofing. You can decide to do another gable on this other side. But for this side, I wouldn't advise for a gable because of this other edge. But for this other side, maybe you can decide to do another gable on this. So, but for now, yeah, I can work with this. So I'll just stop my video at that point. Thank you guys for watching.